Welcome to the show. Today we're talking about the royal family in the UK and what's going on in England. Kate Middleton's latest appearance has only strengthened the Katespiracy, as it's being called. So a few weeks ago, Kate Middleton had posted a photo of her family with the smiling kids. And social media was very quick to notice that the photo had been doctored in a number of ways, which she had to come out and admit that she had done as she was experimenting with Photoshop. Do we know if that's true or not? We're not sure. Anybody who thought, a recent set of images of Kate Middleton and Prince William together, could stop the so-called Katespiracy was pretty quickly proven wrong. TMZ, the popular tabloid TV show, and British newspaper The Sun, popular tabloid, published footage of the Prince and Princess of Wales shopping near their home in Windsor a few days ago. Much of the British media seized on the images, heavily promoting them as proof that all is well with the couple. An anonymous source said to be close to the couple seemed to believe that could be the end of the breathless, ominous swell of discussion around Kate and her absence from public life. We all know that the royal family is very public. They're usually out there, whether in video, in photos, and articles, and things of that nature, as people dwell on their well-being and their lives. That point of view seemed to underestimate the momentum of the conspiracy movement, which found more questions than answers. Many reacted by questioning whether the low-quality imagery really showed Kate. Was it a buddy double? Was it really her? Was it somebody else? We're not sure. Some suggested that it could have been Heidi again, who has worked as a professional Kate lookalike for 12 years. Apparently it wasn't. But categorically, they said that they're not using an alibi. And eventually, the trust between the palace and the public has been somewhat damaged from a PR perspective. Her latest appearance, after a lengthy absence from royal duties, Kensington Palace said in January that she was receiving abdominal surgery and likely wouldn't return until April, which is understandable. Royal watchers pointed out that Kate's absence was jarring to the public because she'd always been transparent about her health. Public was told when she dealt with severe sickness during her pregnancies. She also posed for photos outside the hospital after giving birth to all of her 3 children, a tradition and notably rejected by Meghan Markle and Prince Harry at the time. The situation escalated when Kensington Palace released an edited photo of Kate and her children for Mother's Day, which was likely intended to squash the rumors. Another PR faux pas. Instead, it only made matters worse. The princess admitted to editing the photo after major agencies recalled it over concern that it had been manipulated. Kate had been spotted on a handful of private engagements since the controversy began. She was photographed in a car with her mother, Carol, on March 4th. And she was also pictured in another car with William shortly after she apologized for the edited photo. So, what happened then? Social media users, as they do, have picked apart every image and analyzing apparent changes in Kate's appearance and searching for signs of photo manipulation. The only way out now is to either publish the original image or release a video of Kate talking to the camera. Otherwise, the palace's reputation as a trustworthy source of information will lie in ruins. According to a royal commentator and podcast host, the solution is fuller access to the princess, and it hasn't been forthcoming. You make your bed, you lie in it. They live a very public life. The palace hopes Kate's return to work will end the rumors. Royal sources tell The Telegraph, a top newspaper in the UK, that Kate will return to public duties gradually. As they quote, once the princess is back, palace sources insist those who have suggested she has been doing anything other than recovering from surgery will have reason to feel ashamed, they wrote. Another royal source, the Times of London, another prestigious source, said that Kate may use her royal engagements as an opportunity to share details of her health. They want to be clear and more open. They'll do it when they feel ready, they said. They've had a lot of ups and downs, like everybody does. The various royal divorces, deaths, controversies, and things that once dominated the news cycle, like Camilla was once the most hated person in the country, and now she's queen. They said in 6 months, everybody will focus on something else and it will die down. That's another PR strategy. Live and let die. Don't do anything and the news cycle will move on. So the Kensington Palace did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Now, Kate herself has come out and said that following her abdominal surgery, it's been revealed by doctors that she has cancer. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. It reminds me of a movie featuring Nina Dobrev that I watched recently, where she plays a woman who fakes cancer to keep her friend group together in a movie called Sick Girl, where her friends have moved on. They're mothers. They're living their lives. She feels lonely and blurts out randomly that she has cancer in order to gain favor with her friends and to get them back together again. Quite an interesting plot. The Girl Who Cried Cancer. So the issue is, if Kate really has cancer, our prayers go to her and her family and her children. But this could also be a plot twist where they've used that news to silence everybody. Because after all, who's going to go after somebody who has said they have cancer? It will all unravel at the end. We hope she doesn't have cancer. Or if she does, we hope that she has a speedy recovery, as the king himself has detailed his cancer diagnosis. But just going back to the movie, with a young college student named Katie fakes a diagnosis of cancer to elicit attention and financial gain from others, including her wealthy friends and family, starts to sound real. What do we believe? What do we hear? What do we see? From a PR example, it's a very clever way to hush everybody up because nobody's talking about Kate anymore now that we know that she's sick. Or will it blow up in their face later on when we find out that she's well and it was a misdiagnosis and she wasn't sick at all? Stay tuned, and thanks for stopping by.